You'll be surprised, but the photos you're about to see aren't manipulated or faked in any way. They're 100% real. A mixture of perfect timing, optical illusions, and just the amazing nature. So let's get started. Figure skaters in Central Park, New York. People can hardly be seen compared to their shadows from a bird's eye view. Jacob's Well in Wimberley, Texas is one of the most dangerous places to dive on Earth, having claimed the lives of more than 8 divers so far. But that doesn't stop thrill seekers from taking the plunge. Standing on the edge of a never-ending black hole, this is one leap you wouldn't want to make. Polar bear is diving under the melting ice in Hudson Bay. This photo was taken by National Geographic in 2013. Amateur dancers. Looks like the girls are in the air. Artist Peter Cook sitting in a living garden chair, which took him 8 years to grow. Is that a millionaire's garage? No, just a 3D garage door wallpaper to impress your neighbors. This is a common door, a large, white-colored Hungarian breed of livestock guardian dog with a lawn-corded coat, making it easy for it to mask itself among the sheep. Irrigation circles in Jordan. It's also known as center pivot irrigation. It's a method of crop irrigation in which equipment rotates around the pivot and crops are watered with sprinklers. Floating boats bridge on the Buriganga River in Bangladesh. 3D pencils drawings by Ben Heine. Belgian artist Ben Heine created Pencil versus Camera, a work that mixes drawing and photography. He produces 3D pictures using a pencil and a huge blank sheet. Heine brings new dimensions to the flat surface, making landscapes, animals, and even himself appear on the paper. Millions of Christmas Island crabs begin migration. It's an incredible sight in nature that few get to see. Millions of crabs march into the sea on Christmas Island, located south of Indonesia. The weeks-long event occurs when 14 species of crabs leave the large forests of the island and head for the ocean to find a breeding ground, according to National Geographic. In the resort town of Skagen, you can watch an amazing natural phenomenon. This city is the northmost point in Denmark, where the Baltic and North Seas meet. The two opposing tides in this place cannot merge because they have different densities. Huskies on the lake. A Russian photographer makes unbelievable photos of Siberian huskies playing on a frozen lake. Looks as if the dogs are walking on water. Alexa Mead paints portraits on the human body that turn 3D real-life people into seemingly 2D works of art. She says, "Your body's my canvas." Frozen Lake Baikal. Beautiful, isn't it? People are flocking to this cliff in Brazil to take amazing adventure shots overlooking the ocean below. However, the photos aren't what they seem. They can be taken without actually having to defy death. When the photos are cropped, they look as though a person is near the edge of a terrifying cliff, but in reality there's ground to stand on just below the edge. House of Mirrors. The incredible cabin in the Californian desert that appears to be see-through. All it took to turn a 70-year-old ramshackle wooden shelter in the California high desert into an international art phenomenon was a few mirrors, colorful LED lights, and a leaping portion of creativity. Looks like a mosaic laid in the hard floor of the desert. Pools of evaporating salt water are worked over by the people. Briny water is drawn from shallow wells and mixed with salty soil to produce slurries of different colors, whose hue depends on the color of the mud. This glass beach is near Fort Bragg in California, and it's abundant in sea glass. This is a Cuban tree frog on a tree in southern Florida. Why and how he ate this light is a mystery. The photographer thought the frog was dead at the time he was taking the photo, and he was happy to see that he was wrong. After a few shots, the frog pulled the light out of his mouth and was fine. Alright, I hope you enjoyed these pictures and please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in my next videos. Stay tuned. Goodbye.